Hello, welcome to Red Rock Canyon National Conservation Area, managed by the Bureau of Land Management. My name is Kate Sorum, and I'm a park ranger here out at Red Rock Canyon. Today, for Reading with a Ranger, we're going to read Coyote Claus, A Southwestern Desert Tale, written by Corey Cooper Hansen, with the artwork by Mark A. Hicks. Now, this story takes place in the Sonoran Desert, and here at Red Rock Canyon, we are in the Mojave Desert. But both deserts have similar animals as well as the same animals, and if you are familiar with the Mojave Desert, you will see those animals similar. Shall we begin? 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the land, desert creatures were stirring in Sonoran sand. The Sonoran Desert is the hot, dry region that stretches between southeastern California, southwestern Arizona, down into Mexico. The agave blooms opened in the cool night air in hopes that the bats soon would be there. The tortoise were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of prickly pear danced in their heads. Agave plants can bloom as early as Christmas Eve in the southernmost tip of the Sonoran Desert, the Mojave Desert too. Bats and bees pollinate their blossoms. Desert tortoises hibernate, actually they brumate, during the cool winter months. Their favorite food is the prickly pear cactus. They even eat the spines. And Pero in his basket and I in my bed had just settled down for the long night ahead. When out on the mesa there arose such a howl, I knew in a moment Coyote did prowl. Many people who live in the Southwest are Spanish speakers. Pero is a Spanish word for dog. Coyote is a member of the dog family that lives wild in the desert. His nighttime howls are the song of the Southwest. Within my adobe I considered the sound, then opened the door and looked all around. The moon on the crest of the Ocotillo gave the luster of midday to objects below. Adobe homes are made from sun-dried bricks of mud and straw. They are warm in the winter and cool in the summer. The Ocotillo cactus grows long, thin branches that have sharp spines, hiding in the green leaves. Bright red-orange flowers bloom in the spring. When what to my wondering I should show up but a desert dog band with one tiny gray pup. With the sly old coyote, so grizzled and lean, I knew in a moment what the racket did mean. Baby coyotes are called pups. They live and play in the den until they are around 10 weeks old. Then their mom takes them out to learn about hunting. Coyotes look like middle-sized, light gray or tan dogs, but they look rangier and carry their bushy tails low. Sharper than cactus, his yip-yips they came. The animal he wanted, he called them by name. Come, come, javelina, each kangaroo rat. Hello, rattler. Hello, rabbit. Here, gecko and bat. Coyote uses different sounds to communicate. Sharp yips follow howls and let others know who is in the neighborhood. Many Sonoran and Mojave desert creatures are nocturnal. They sleep during the day when it is so hot and are active at night. To the top of the ridge, to the top of mesquite, now howl with me, howl with me, howl with me, my sweet. As dry leaves that before the late monsoons do fly, when they meet with the tumbleweed, mount to the sky. The mesquite tree drops pods enjoyed by many desert animals. People cook with the wood because it burns slowly and gives the food a sweet flavor. Monsoon rainstorms arrive late in the Sonoran summer. Plants and animals depend on these sudden storms for much of their water. So up to the mesa the creatures they crept. Their safety in numbers they thought with each step. And then in a twinkling I heard on the trail the creatures still worried and one sad little wail. Mesas are desert hills with long, flat tops. Mesa is a Spanish word that means table. Coyote is smart and a fast predator. He usually hunts for animals, but will eat anything, even fruits and vegetables. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the arroyo, Coyote came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his whiskers were shiny where his supper was put. The sudden rainstorms of monsoons wash out low areas of the desert. Dry desert gullies, called arroyos, are left behind. Coyotes use their keen sense to find food and avoid danger. They listen carefully to hear other animals and use their sharp noses to find food. He called out once more. The creature shook with the noise. "Come here," howled Coyote. "Come here, desert boys." The javelinas agreed, their snouts up in a pack. We've too often been a coyote snack. Coyotes have special areas they call their own. They mark their territories and howl to tell others where they live. Javelinas are wild, pig-like animals that live near mesquite and prickly pear. They eat, sleep, and forage in packs, leaving a musky odor behind. The kangaroo rats hid behind an old gate, and each told the tale of losing a mate. The rattlers admitted his tale was no help. Rabbit just shuddered and gave a small yelp. Kangaroo rats are perfect animals for living in the desert. They can get all the water they need from seeds. They only come out in the cool of the night. The quick rattlesnake has dangerous fangs. They don't always rattle before striking. Cottontail rabbits are plentiful and are seen both night and day. A gecko claw pointed, no tail said at all, but Bat said, "Don't worry, it's a different call." The small pup implored, "It's fast time I was fed." Coyote looked down and began unpacking instead. Geckos are small lizards with long tails. If a predator grabs its tail, it falls off, allowing the gecko to escape. Bats spread pollen so cactus fruit can grow. Father coyotes help feed their pups. They hunt while the mothers are in the den with the babies and come back with the food. A shrug of his shoulders, a paw to his head, soon gave me to know they had nothing to dread. He howled not a peep, just laid out his treats, insects and cactus, what each creature eats. Coyote slyness has earned him the name trickster in Native American folklore. Many stories of his conniving nature have been told. Cactus feeds the javelina, kangaroo rats, rabbits, and bats. Geckos eat insects, and rattlesnakes eat small mammals. And laying his forepaw aside of his snout, a different pitch of a howl did come out. We're creatures together, all under the sun. Tonight let's remember and give thanks as one. Howling is one way coyotes communicate. Pups are called with a huff. Young coyotes yelp to play or say too rough. Barks are warning signs. The animals of the southwestern Sonora and Mojave deserts have adapted to survive in the harsh environment of extreme temperatures and little water. Then I heard him exclaim, ere they lopped out of sight, "Feliz Navidad!" and to all a good night. Feliz Navidad means Happy Christmas in Spanish and is used to share in December celebrations. The end. I hope you enjoyed our book. Happy holidays.